Look, the brutal truth is this. If you're skipping or downplaying competitive analysis, you're setting yourself up to lose. Not someday, right now. The pain you feel, that gnawing frustration, the nights tossing and turning, wondering why your product isn't catching fire, why investors aren't biting, why customers keep slipping through your fingers. It's because you're fighting blind. You're walking into battle without a real map. Everyone talks about product market fit, customer obsession, user growth. Yeah, those are critical. But too many founders miss the rock under their feet that's been cracking the ground beneath them all along, knowing exactly what your competition is doing before they do it. Not in a surface-level way, looking at their website once or tracking their launches like a curious bystander. No, the kind of analysis that goes deep. Dissect their weaknesses so hard it becomes your biggest strength. Understand their moves before they even realize they made them. Don't just watch the market, control how the market moves around you. That's how winners do it. Here's where most founders fall apart. They think competitive analysis is a checkbox, some boring report for the investor deck, or a quick search on Crunchbase. That's a joke. If you treat it like an afterthought, you're handing your survival to chance. It's not about catching up, it's about creating your own lane by dissecting theirs with surgical precision. So, here's the cold, simple, hardcore truth you need to hear. Every single week, you must be peeling back layers of your competitors' strategies. Get inside their brains, what they're launching, how they're messaging, where they screw up, their customer pain points no one else sees. Don't copy, but don't overlook. Use this intel to build barriers so high nobody else can climb over. Spot gaps so obvious to you, invisible to them. And here's the kicker. Share that insight with your whole team until it's a weapon that lives in every conversation, every decision. A secret muscle no one else even knows you have. Forget just tracking products. Track their culture, their hiring, their partnerships. You want to know not just what they sell, but who they are and where they're weak. Because that's where you break through. Target their blind spots relentlessly. If you think you can trick the market by just building something better without understanding what you're up against, think again. Better alone isn't enough. The market is ruthless, filled with smart people trying to skin the same cat. The only difference between winners and losers is the obsession with the details nobody else bothers with. Take your energy and focus it like a laser on one thing. What's your competitor's biggest mistake? What do their customers hate that you can fix immediately? What part of their model is fragile that you can exploit? Don't guess. Get data. Get proof. Go beyond what's public. Talk to their users. Scrape their reviews. Reverse engineer their funnels. Everything you do must be to uncover what they fear you knowing, and use that fear to crush them. When you start treating competitive analysis like a strategic weapon, not a boring task, you stop reacting and start controlling. You go from scrambling for scraps to owning the feast. You start seeing moves 7 steps ahead, and the market becomes less of a gamble and more of a chessboard where you call the shots. So if you're serious about winning, stop pretending you can do it without this. Stop ignoring what's right in front of you. The frustration, the stagnation, the missed targets, they're all screaming for you to change how you think about competition. This isn't advice, it's a demand. Make competitive analysis your obsession, your mindset, your daily grind. Because when you do it right, when you peel back the layers others refuse to touch, when you get brutal honesty about your battlefield, you don't just survive, you dominate. Stories get written about companies that knew their enemy before the enemy showed up. Be that company. No shortcuts, no excuses. Start now. Dive into their world until you own it. That's how you find victory nobody else even saw coming. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to discover more.